Hi guys, it's Hillary. I'm here in my studio in LA, and today is a special workout where we're really going to focus on mobility in our shoulders and kind of getting it and working with it even if we have injuries going on. It's come up a lot with some of my clients. So we're going to start with just some Kathy Grant work to kind of just get into it and feel the motion and feel everything working. So we're going to lie down on our back. And I want you to just be comfortable. And you're going to take your hands and your fingers and just place them on kind of, if you think about where your arm moves into your shoulder. So just kind of place your fingers, not on your collarbone, but a little bit off and down. And just kind of feel as you move up and down with your elbows that it feels like your arm bone is like sinking down into your mat, and that's kind of where you want to be. And let that happen. Let it sink into the mat, right? So it's just kind of a passive thing we're going to work with. I want you to just keep your arms and relax for a moment and think of gravity here helping us a bit. And I want you to just let the elbows come up. And you can feel your arm bone going down into your mat. And you're just gonna go where you can go. If you have issues in your shoulder, again, you're just gonna go where that range is good for you. Let gravity kind of take it and open it up and feel how your shoulders move in your back. And bring the elbows around. So you're just making these little circles with your elbows. And your hands are here. And we're keeping that connection and feeling the shoulders. So don't think about keeping your shoulder blades down and not letting them do this. Just let them do what they need to do, and you can feel them kind of moving, and maybe you'll get your range bigger by feeling that just freedom in your shoulder as we move. And right now I'm having an issue with my left shoulder. So this seems to help a lot and give me some movement and tell me how to move my shoulder so that I'm actually getting more range than when I'm having my arm nice and long. So let's reverse the direction. Bring the elbows down. I'm just kind of opening up, really allowing yourself to feel how your shoulders move and what range you have, and really getting that full range for you. Nice. And just do 2 more here. Breathing through. Again, feeling heavy in your mat with those shoulders. And then we're going to bring our arms and we're going to interlock our fingers. We're going to do what's called rib cage arms. So I want you to interlock your fingers and almost feel like you're pulling them apart. We're just going to place them on your pelvis. And I want you to just envision the same movement you just did. But now we're going to think about just letting our arms float up. And again, feel your arm into the mat nice and heavy. And once you get to your chest, as you come back, your shoulders are gonna have to go with you, right? They're gonna have to come with your arms. They can't stay down by your waist. They've gotta move with you. And again, just go in that range that you feel no pain if you do have an issue. And then feel them come back down. And kind of just letting gravity take the arms down to your mat. Feel like you're kind of pulling your fingers away. And then doing that again. Feeling the heaviness, letting gravity kind of take it. But feel the shoulders going up towards the arms as they go up above you, wherever that is. maybe you'll see it'll get a little bigger range each time. And you're just breathing through here. And then bringing it all the way back down. Nice. All right, so go ahead and we're gonna come up and we're gonna use a theraband. So I didn't tell you about this, so if you need to, go get a theraband and we'll meet back here. Okay, so got our therabands. So what we're gonna do is just what's called, just kind of like slides, just kind of some TheraBand slides. So you're gonna figure out how much range you need for you. And I want you to just hold that TheraBand, just a slight pull here. And I want you to kind of think you're kind of trying to break it apart this way. So you're kind of putting more kind of your pinkies towards your floor. And you're gonna bring the arms, so it's kind of your rib cage arms, but we're sitting, right? So as you bring your arms up, let those shoulders come towards your ears. Just go where you can and bring it back down. We don't have a lot of tension right now. We're just kind of finding some range here for those shoulders. And again, opening up, feeling the shoulders so they're not down there, right? They're up. And then let's walk it in a bit and maybe a little bit of pull as we go. See if that makes a difference in your range. Just having a little bit more load, for lack of a better word, and all the way down. Letting your shoulder blades move. Letting the shoulders glide up your back as the arms come up. And letting them just kind of glide down your back, just sliding up and down. I'm just saying, for those that have worked with me, know the Kathy Grant work, all our containers are staying stacked as we do this. You can see the difference between my two arms, maybe you do in yourself too. Good. And now we're just gonna do what's called open close. So have the elbows in and your palms towards the sky, and you've got your band. And again, you can judge where and how much. And I want you again to feel your shoulder blades as you do this. Just kind of pulling apart and back in. And don't think about them locked down. Just let them feel like they're being pulled towards each other, coming apart, breathing through. And just again, you can judge and figure out how much tension you want. Keeping the elbows in close. Nice. Breathing through. Inhale. And the one thing about our shoulders when we have issues going on is we do want to try to load them if appropriate. So we're going to do that today with a little bit more. Inhaling out and exhaling in. Nice. All right, so now place your band away. And what we're going to do is called, it's a little bit of Kathy Grant, it's Lazy Active Cat. It's a challenging one for me, so it might be for you as well. We're going to be on all fours. And what I want you to think about is we're not going to let our spine change in any way, shape, or form. We're going to keep it here. So I want you to have your knees a little bit back so that your shoulders are actually behind your arms. I'm sorry, yeah, wrist I should say, right? So from here, I want you to just think about pushing the floor away and let those shoulder blades separate. We're not rounding, right? And we're not letting it sink, we're just pushing the floor away. And what I want you to do is keep pushing the floor away and just bring your weight into your arms and back out without anything changing. So we're not letting anything change. I can feel those shoulders in my back doing all this work, but they're actually moving. They're gliding up and down, and I'm loading and unloading those arms, keeping everything the same. Now, find where you can load those arms and stay, and see, without anything changing, if you can kind of lower your chest towards the floor a bit, and then push it away. So think about this. It's just the movement of the shoulders kind of coming towards each other, but we're not like dropping in, right? We're not changing our spine, right? We're here. And then from there, we're just drawing those shoulder blades together, but we're still pushing the floor away. And then we're widening them out. It's a very subtle movement. Go where you can go. And then we're going to challenge it even more. I want you to think about keeping your elbows really close in. Try to keep that push of the floor away. Don't let anything change. And just see if you can lower down, elbows coming towards your legs. And then pushing away. Oh, it's like a push-up on crack, right? And then doing that again. Keeping that, not letting anything sink, right? So we're still pushing away. Keep your elbows in close, in close, in close, in close, and pushing away. Your triceps should be on fire. My one is shaking on my left side. I don't know if you can see that. And then lowering, lowering, lowering. And then pushing away. Nice. Let's try one more. This is really good for people that have movement patterns, right? That maybe our shoulders aren't happy with. And getting these strengths in all these areas that we need to have them in for Pilates and for life. Good. Sit back, give it a little stretch. Whatever feels good for you. You can even have your arms back if that feels better. Okay, so we're gonna challenge it a little bit more and float our lazy cat up. So again, you have complete control over this. Turn your toes under. Find your position of pushing that floor away. And then I want you to just float your knees up and see if you can shift weight forward and back without losing elbows drawn in, pushing the floor away, feeling those shoulder blades moving, and then lowering down and giving our wrists a little up. Oh, so good. All right. So let's go ahead with our band. Lie back on your mat. And let's just have your band, again, however you want in terms of your tension. And let's lengthen our legs so they're long. And I need to be able to fit it onto my mat. All right. So again, think of our ribcage arms we did earlier. And let your shoulders lengthen towards, and you can give it a little pull. And then bringing it back. I'm going to add some tension to mine once I come up towards the ceiling. So a little pull. Feel the shoulders connecting with each other and coming up towards your ears. Letting them slide again. Just going where you can go. And up. Nice. So it's just a little bit more load here with the band compared to when you didn't have the band. And just keep breathing through as you go. Legs reaching long. Let the shoulders come where they can go. Watch your range, whatever works for you today. Nice. Do one more here. Reaching. And then all the way up. Good. Let's take that band away. And we're going to end with a little bit more loading of our upper body with push-ups along the lines of what you just did in your lazy cat. So, come back to all fours. This is challenging, right? So we're going to try to keep the elbows in. We're gonna try not to collapse in our upper, and we're gonna try to just bring the elbows to tap as best as we can, but we're in a longer lever now. So, find your push-up position, and then as best as you can, elbows draw in, going where you can go, and pushing away. And again, think about your shoulder blades, let them go, down, pushing away. So good. One more. These are very challenging. Oh, and push. And sit back. Give it a little stretch. Whatever feels good. Oh, shake it out. And then bring it up. All right, so a little different workout today, but I had someone who wanted to really try to work through all this shoulder mobility. So if you're that person that kind of moves their arms here, or like me that we did something and we tweaked it, these are just some good things we want to load. We want to safely find that movement of our arms, not from like here, but really from that full range that we can have in our shoulders. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.